Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to play Succulent Rescue. So the media is coming out of the pot, the soil is coming out of the pot. This is a very rocky mixture right there. This is a Stapelia scitula. Scitula. Chris, from Growing Things, you know this plant because this is the parent plant of your cuttings, and mine look beautiful. Look at these; they are gorgeous. I don't even know. No, they're not gorgeous. It suffered from some sort of a rot issue. Not really sure how, because I keep things on the dry side, and this is mostly stone in here in the old mix. So, but either way, whatever, it's been sitting like this. All these are the dead stems, and it's still alive at the ends. So, we're going to trim these up, make them look prettier again, and then pop them into some soil and get them to root and grow more happily. So, the Stapelia group of plants really like it on the dry side. During the summer months, they like to be watered well. But they do appreciate drying out between waterings completely. And if you don't let them dry out between waterings, they really run the risk of rotting out, like this one did. So I don't know how this one rotted out, like I said, but it happened. And I guess it's a fairly common thing for Stapelia, or the starfish flower. So anyway, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to stress out over it. We're just going to make sure that this is looked after. And just for giggles, it's been sitting like this for at least 6 or 8 months, maybe longer. Just slowly dying down. I knew there was a problem a long time ago, but I am lazy. And I've been watching it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta repot that, I gotta look after it, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're gonna do it today. So come on in a little bit closer, you'll see what I'm gonna do. Alright, so, as you can see here, we've got a lot of brown. We don't need any of that brown. So just going to trim off anything with brown. We're going to get these little cuttings. That's what we will call them. Cuttings. Not dead plants. They are very much alive. I can't believe how well this is doing. I'm not going to worry about these ones. They're too far gone. They might survive, but I'm not going to take the time. I should, because this is my fault, but yeah. Okay. Lots there. There's lots here too. Usually when you do cactus cuttings, you have to wait for them to callus over, but these guys have been callusing over for the past 6 months, or 8 months, or however long. So I'm not cutting into any green growth, I'm just cutting the brown off, but still leaving about 1 centimeter of brown on the bottom, as you can see. I'm still leaving that little bit of brown. I'm just making it so that I can easily poke these into the soil. Alright, almost there. Alright, so got lots of little bits and bobs to work with. Very excited about that. So with the soil I've got here, I've got a, I believe it's a cactus mix. I don't know, this was already down here. There's a cactus mix, but then I also added some peat moss and some sand and some perlite, and I also added some orchid bark in there too, as you can see right here. That just adds to drainage. It's a little bit of organic material in there as well. It'll break down over time. It also, yeah, adds to drainage. So you just want to make sure that this particular plant has a nice well-draining mix. You don't want to have something that holds on to too much moisture. You want some water retention, but you want it to drain through very easily. So we got a little pot here. This is, I think it's a 5-inch pot. Does it say? I believe, I don't know. It's probably a 5-inch pot. Now we're just going to take the soil. We're going to fill it up in the pot here. We're going to leave about an inch or so from the top. Okay, a centimeter, whatever. I'm not picky. Now we're just going to start putting all of these little devils in here. Thought I was done. I'm not. And for this, I'm just going to poke them in. I'm using a dry soil. You want to get about 1 inch of soil up around the plant. So we're going to dig them down about this deep. This is the bottom. We're going to dig them down about that deep. Not all of these are going to take, but enough of them are going to take that it's going to fill this pot in very quickly. Sometimes it's easier to use a device. I've got my little pen here, just kind of making a hole, moving it to the side, and then filling it back in around. Helps you work a little bit faster. Hope that some of this stuff survived. These have really, really cute flowers. They're very small, adorable clusters of little brown flowers. These ones, like other Stapelias, don't have terrible smell. I have the Stapelia gigante out in the backyard. It's doing beautifully, and supposedly that really smells like a garbage dump. But this one, from when it's flowered in the past, it doesn't seem to have a bad odor. Thank goodness. Trying to think of which way that is up on this. You could lay these on their side if you really don't know the direction. That's a really nice piece. I need to have that go in there. I'm just going to push that in, and I'm just going to add some soil to the top. Alright, so this is what we're going to keep. All of the rest of this can go in the compost. And let me go get my watering jug, and we'll give this a good mist. And let it sit back on the grow lights. Just 1 sec. So anyway, this is trying to revitalize this poor little Stapelia and the starfish flower. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that it survives. Most cactuses are the same way, cactus and succulent. As long as some of the plant is alive, if some of it is rotted, just make sure that it dries out, calluses over, and then you can usually replant, and they will come back. So anyway, stay tuned for more updates. Like I said, happy growing, everyone. Oh, my fern just came apart. But see, there is roots here, so it's not dead. So I'm going to